fall of Logan Paul and KSI's energy drink.
The drink that caused adults and children pushing and shoving each other to even buy it, captured on video as if this were an apocalypse and described as absolute chaos.
This was real? Bro. Wait, that really happened? I had no idea that really happened. Dude, I saw that on South Park. Cred store raid, I guess. Like, yeah, dude, the kids were like running in and like fighting each other. I can't show the video because it's gonna be copyrighted, but like, bro, they were all running in and fighting each other over Cred, bro, which is like basically Prime in the show. Yeah, like but they all like ran into the store and they were like busting the doors down, like going at each other. I didn't know that really happened in real life. What? I had no idea. That's crazy. What's up,
$1 billion made within a year of its release.
8 hours,
16 bottles of collectible variants
I have a life!
sold every second at its peak. Aisles upon aisles emptied swiftly within hours of the beverage hitting store shelves, to the point that a limit of 1 bottle per person was imposed. All the while, people online were selling the drink at 100 times the price.
What?
Kids were excited to get 1 bottle of the drink for Christmas. And TikTok niches were carved out.
When did this happen?
Dedicated to finding the drink. Approximately a year after Prime was released, what seemed like a money printer with a beating heart.
When did this happen? Wait, hold on. When did Prime get released? Dude, I could have sworn this happened in like 2022. I'm not talking about Amazon. I'm talking about Prime, the drink. So what happened early 2022? Where was I at? Oh, even being sold on the black market. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. But okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, because I was in Jersey at this time. I wasn't streaming or anything. I was in Jersey. I was working for like 3 months in Jersey. And I didn't get back to Arizona until March. So I guess I missed all of this, like, just, I don't know. This just didn't happen on my side of the internet, I guess, like.
Is now getting closer to flatlining in many countries, already pronounced dead in certain areas of the world, with lawsuits across.
I wouldn't say it tastes like medical things, but it does taste like it tastes like really sugary. Like you could taste you could taste the sugar in it. Like, I don't know, it feels kind of weird. But the energy drink is way better. This one isn't as good as this one. I think if this one had a little bit more water in it and it was like diluted, it would probably be better. But this one is way better, in my opinion.
United States and a pending FDA investigation. There are only 2 questions to ask: why and how? This is the story of Logan Paul and KSI's drink, Prime.
It's a big craze at the moment. The sports drink Prime.
It's like swallowing perfect.
Dude, they have like the Lakers. They had a couple soccer teams. Like, it's kind of crazy how they.
What is that?
If you've got kids, chances
Wild.
are they're Prime mad.
Wild.
After its release,
Like, I have little cousins who are in high school, and they don't even bat an eye at Prime. So, like, I don't know. Maybe they're, like, normal, or, like, maybe they're not normal, because I guess drinking Prime would be normal. I don't know. Anyone hear what I mean? Yeah. I don't know if Ultra's ready for his. I'm low-key thinking about making one too. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm gonna need some time though, because I ain't even start yet.
At least in 2022, Prime became the fastest growing beverage in history. For such a competitive world of sports beverages, Logan Paul and KSI's sports drink seemingly came out of nowhere and took the market by storm, selling out wherever it was sold. You or someone you know have definitely seen it. I know I have. So when I say that I saw bottles on shelves again, selling for their intended prices, an immediate sense of strangeness crept upon me. Something was wrong. I should not be seeing these drinks on the shelves, given that I live in a highly populated area. To understand what used to be a relatively high volume of sales behind Prime, I can't leave out any mention of the original dynamics between the founders of the Prime Hydration Company. That would be Logan Paul and KSI's initial boxing rivalry. The founders of Prime, Logan Paul and KSI, didn't always like.
Oh, I thought that was somebody's butt cheeks. And I'm like, who is on KSI like that?
Each other. In 2018, after KSI won his first boxing match against Joe Weller, he took a shot at Logan Paul, challenging him to a boxing match on live television.
Logan Paul? Any other Paul? I don't care. Bring it.
To which Logan Paul, after his controversy in a Japanese forest that year, more than willing to save his career, agreed to fight KSI.
Wait, what? That happened all the way back then? I did not know that happened. I thought like Logan started his boxing stuff like years after the Japan thing. What?
Fact, Logan Paul years later confessed that he believed KSI saved his career.
To say, KSI saved your career. And in a way he did, dude. I'll always be grateful for it.
But to the fights Logan Paul and KSI had, they had a fight in the Manchester Arena in England. And then another fight. To which Logan Paul uploaded a video titled, "I Lost." And during this entire process, their feud only drew further attention from the media and others alike. There was also debate on whether the...
Do you think KSI versus Logan Paul fight was staged, considering it was a draw? Staged, rigged, call it whatever you want. The draw is undoubtedly purposeful and planned ahead of time to provide an excuse for a rematch, to earn both of them more money. It's all for money. Obviously, they're not going to admit it. Of course, it was well played. I had to give him that. Okay. I don't think it was staged, but a draw was definitely a little too coincidental. You know what I'm saying? For like the fan bases to be that close and then like a draw. Now you're like, oh, now we gotta wait to see the next episode. You know what I'm saying? Like it did feel a little like it might have been I don't know. It could have been. Shit. You can't really believe nothing you see on this internet shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Beef between Logan Paul and KSI was genuine or not? And here was the answer.
Because I know you guys were beefing and it felt kind of real.
Chance is just dropping a song though, right? He's not dropping the whole album, is he?
How did I reconcile with him?
Yeah, that felt more.
The beef was real.
Yeah,
Dude, the beef was real. We hated each other.
Although it seemed like he walked back on his answer.
Wait, I don't like talking trash. It was all for show. It was all to sell the fight. Not respect. Oh, it's KSI saying this. I was about to say Logan Paul saying that he don't like talking trash, and he's in the WWE. It's crazy.
A few years ago, where he stated, "I don't like talking trash. It was all for show. It was all to sell the fight. I have nothing but respect." Was it ever real? That's up to you to decide. Regardless, Logan Paul and KSI chose not to have another boxing fight. But their relationship took a better turn when in July of 2021, KSI hopped on Logan Paul's podcast and they realized that they needed to squash the beef because they got along pretty well then and there. At the time and still now, there was a market for functional drinks, which means drinks that highlight a supposed health benefit. That's where the proposal for a sports drink such as Prime was drawn up, and Prime Hydration LLC was created. And it's a subsidiary of Congo Brands, owned by businessmen Trey Steiger and Max Clemons. They're the real shadow owners of Prime. It's likely that they were the ones who drew up the idea for Prime, being businessmen that saw the power of influencers in leveraging their company products. So they most likely asked Logan Paul and KSI to be the face of Prime. But it is confirmed that it's not Logan Paul or KSI that owns and runs the day-to-day operations of the company. Two businessmen do, and both at a 60%.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing to even assume that they actually run it. Like, that would be crazy even to assume that. Of course, they're just the faces of it.
Majority stake combined, while Logan Paul and KSI interestingly own 20% of the company each. The two YouTubers just market and promote the products. Prime launched 4 days after the start of 2022, with a bunch of YouTubers and internet celebrities among the likes of the companies as founders promoting it. The social media buzz took the beverage industry by storm. Reminiscent.
It's still insane that like the first ring logo on the WWE mat is a freaking Prime bottle, bro. That's so insane to me. Like, especially for like how new the company is too. It's just like mind blowing. Like, what, bro? Like,
of how Michael Jordan made Gatorade a sensation.
No, it's a song. If the album would drop I would go mental, but yeah, I know this song boot to be generational. Plus I hated New Jersey, but then I found it out Fetty Wap is from Jersey, so now I like New Jersey.
Nah, it's still New Jersey, K. I ain't gonna lie. New Jersey could literally disappear off of America, and we're still gonna have a regular day. Like, people are gonna be upset about it, kinda. They're gonna be fake mad, and then the next day they're gonna wake up and their lives will be completely the same. They'll be like, oh, okay.
If I could be like Mike.
To the tens of millions of followers that grew up with Logan Paul and KSI over the years, they felt the need to buy the drink because of their personal ties with the faces of Prime. It helped that Logan Paul and KSI's primary fan base
2K is so dead now it's selling for $17 on PS5.
I think it's free on PlayStation Plus. I think if you have PS Plus, at least the, not premium, the other one, extra, I think, it's free if you have PlayStation Plus extra.
were distributed across the world, primarily
Or then maybe that was a limited time thing.
in the United States and England. Following key celebrity endorsements were sponsorship deals with FC Barcelona and other sports teams. Prime was then made the official drink of the UFC.
Wait, they made it the official drink of the UFC too? That makes a lot of sense why they did the WWE then. Okay, because the UFC, WWE, okay. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, I get it now.
It grew arguably faster in the first few months relative to any other beverage company's start.
Yeah, the baller
And if there
edition.
was one thing Logan Paul was incredibly great at doing, it was marketing himself. Months after Prime was released, Logan Paul fell victim to Pokemon's largest scam at the time. When he got scammed out of $3.5 million in Pokemon cards, one of the immediate things he promoted at the beginning of the video discussing the situation was his drink Prime. In the end, he took advantage of the media cycle, reporting his Pokemon scam, and the attention he was receiving as a result. With Prime at its peak being sold out on its online
Oh, I thought that was one bottle for $30. I was like, what the fuck? A 12-pack for $30 is still insane, just for a hydration drink. Like, imagine buying Gatorade for $30 and you get 12 of them. How much does a 12-pack of Gatorade cost? Hold on. I might be just talking out of my ass. Gatorade 12-pack. I'm pretty sure that doesn't cost $8! Yeah, dude. Yeah, there's no fucking way. No fucking shot. How much does Prime 12-pack cost now? Prime. Okay, it's 16. Okay, alright. So they scaled it down a little bit. Okay. Because, dude, that's fucking absurd. But to be fair, it was like, because of the hype. Everyone was buying this. So you might as well just capitalize on it and have higher prices when it first launches. And then take advantage of it whenever the hype dies down. And then like, oh, the prices are slashed in half. And everybody's like, ah! And then they all buy it again. Like, I can't be mad at him for it. It's just fucking crazy. Like, I would have seen this price for $30 12-pack, and I would have been like, yeah, gang, I'm good. Like, I'm good, bro.
website, Logan Paul marketed this correctly as a luxurious item when restocking took longer.
We're actually doing a contest. This is a 24-karat solid gold
so
prime worth $500,000.
Stop. I feel like they've held back the product deliberately.
So you think this is deliberate?
I'm absolutely certain it's...
I don't think it was deliberate, but I do think that, them doing that was like genius, because now it's like it's creating the demand for it, you know what I'm saying? And I think that they did have a lot in stock. They probably just didn't think like so many people were going to be down for it, like, because you got to think, up until that point there was still a large majority of people who were still like anti-Logan. They're just pro KSI, because KSI doesn't really get into a whole lot of controversies other than his like crypto rug pulls and shit like that. Like, but I mean, like, come on, everybody was doing crypto rug pulls in like 2021. Like, come on, bro. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And up until that point, everybody was still seeing Logan as like the Japan guy who boxes every now and then. The boxing helped him a lot, like kind of rubbed that Japan stuff away, but like it's still there. So it's like just them going crazy and blowing up this drink and like making all these sales. Like, it, I don't think there's a way that anybody could have predicted how much Prime would have succeeded. Like,
Prime was successfully marketed as something scarce, limited in supply, which gave the brand more exclusivity and fame in the eyes of the consumers. Marketers often create this artificial scarcity to inflate the demand for a product, though this,
which is, you could argue that PS5 did that, but they actually didn't, because if they would have launched and it would have been like a good launch, like they wouldn't have 60% of people still having a PS4 to this day. Like, more people would have a PS5 because it would be more affordable, especially since it launched around the holiday season. Like, come on, nigga. Like, we've missed so many holiday seasons without real big sales on PS5s, bro.
This came with denials from KSI, who claimed that we're not even trying to do that. We're making loads of Prime.
PS4 boys got to get right before GTA 5 come out.
Daily?
GTA 6.
The demand is literally too high, man. However, Logan Paul's ability to promote something to such a wide audience has its drawbacks.
The hell
which
am I
has
looking
led
at?
to several reasons.
Is that VR
I
chat?
can explain the fall of Prime. Unlike his counterpart KSI, Logan Paul embroiled himself in various controversies since the release of Prime that led to the decline of his credibility, such as, most notably, a cryptocurrency scam. In that controversy, pump and dumpers profited at the expense of
Dink Doink crypto scam? Which one is this? Wait, how many scams has this nigga been a part of? Wait, what
Logan
the
Paul
fuck?
fans that bought into it because he
know how I
promoted
downgraded
it.
to a
In this
PS4.
case, many saw it as merely Logan Paul dragging the company down. Some went as far as to state that Prime only works because of KSI. Without it, it would have been Logan Paul's latest questionable venture, perhaps among the likes of his crypto scam. To emphasize,
I don't know about that one though, bro. I don't know about that one. Cause like it's so big that like it's almost to the point where like Prime is bigger than Logan and KSI too. Like, cause now it's just like it's everywhere, dude. Like, people will buy Prime and not know who Logan Paul or KSI are at all. Like, it's that mainstream now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it might just be up there. Like, whether Logan gets canceled or not, Prime is gonna be unaffected. I feel like it's at that point now. But I see at the beginning, though, I see what you would say.
His baggage on the company, he received more backlash after offering the victims of the crypto scam only 10% compensation. If customers don't like Logan Paul, and many have bought into Prime because of the company's personalities, including him, it makes sense that sales would drop if the same consumers fell out of love with Logan Paul and or KSI. And this is where two key lawsuits come into the picture. Let's talk about the first one. Take a look at these two drinks. Both are the same flavor.
Kids buy wrong Prime drink due to confusion. What you mean by that, gang?
Ice Pop. But one is Prime's hydration drink, and the other is the company's energy drink. The latter being what is causing more legal issues towards Prime. It's a known fact that the body's
Am I cooked? Wait, what you mean, gang?
Children respond differently than that of adults to the high levels of caffeine in energy drinks. Too much caffeine can pose a danger to a person's health, especially Prime's target demographic.
No, I'm good.
Alleges that there is actually more caffeine than what is advertised in the Prime energy drinks. And thus, Prime is especially harmful to children. In fact, a child in England had a cardiac episode after drinking a can of Prime Energy. This overall news of caffeine rubbed parents worried about the health of their children the wrong way. The ongoing downward trend of Prime isn't something that has happened.
Yo, no, I'm good, bro. Chill.
What their kids are drinking.
Chill.
Because the U.S. government also stepped in. Within the U.S. Senate on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., Majority Leader and Senator Chuck Schumer of New York.
This nigga, hey, yo, keep this nigga away from your kids, gang. Look at this nigga.
Has called for the Food and Drug Administration to investigate the high amounts of caffeine in Prime, in addition to the marketing of the energy drink to children. If you even go back more than 100 years ago to the progressive era within the United States, the government tried the same to force the Coca-Cola company to remove caffeine from its product. I had the pleasure of sitting down with an expert on this matter. Professor Bart Elmore is the author of the book Citizen Coke, The Making of Coca-Cola Capitalism, which dives into Coca-Cola's history, including its legal troubles and other problems. This is incredibly important.
Instead of imagine drinking Prime and watching this vid. I know, right? That'd be a crazy thing to do.
Because from a historical angle,
ain't that right?
Prime is facing what Coca-Cola had faced in the past.
When you think of Coca-Cola and...
Alright, comparing Prime and Coke is absolutely asinine, alright? Like, we probably don't need to do that. That's a crazy comparison.
controversies related to its ingredients. I think most people think about cocaine.
What drink?
In the progressive era, you might think that
I'm
was
drinking water, bro.
the chief concern of the U.S. government and the initial lawsuits that were filed against Coca-Cola for the ingredients it had in its drink. But the truth is that caffeine was one of the main targets of the federal government. It wasn't so much that caffeine in and of itself was harmful, though there were those, including some in the government, that made that argument. The big issue was caffeine, when added to a drink, seemed to be a kind of evil step that a corporation was taking. It said that basically Coke was misbranded because it didn't necessarily contain enough coca to warrant the name Coca-Cola. The name of this case in 1911 was the United States versus 40 barrels of Coca-Cola. What a title.
So how did Coke argue for itself?
But they would also argue again, look, caffeine, we don't hide that caffeine's a part of this. People know that caffeine is in this drink. To come after us is a misuse of the law, because the law would require us to be deceptively selling this product, and we're not deceiving anybody. And that's what the judge at the lower court found. It actually accepted Coke's argument.
But wait, there's more.
The federal government pushed back and said, no, that's not enough. You know, we need to decide. Is this added caffeine deleterious to humans? And ultimately, this would go all the way to the Supreme Court, if you can believe it. Due to the decision by Coca-Cola to reduce its caffeine content, the case was dropped. Now, it could have gone this way, it could have gone that way. Who knows? And not only does Coke survive, but this entire industry of caffeine become the norm. I mean, you might not think this, but caffeine was on the chopping block. Would drinks like Coca-Cola, think Red Bull, think Monster, think Prime, have been available if this case had gone differently?
Again, look at just...
Damn, a life without caffeine would be fucking crazy. I mean, I guess we would all just be drinking coffee and shit, bruh. Like, damn. But I hate coffee, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the fuck I would do for energy, bro. Damn. That would have been wild.
The packaging of these two drinks. They're almost identical. But one is caffeinated.
Like, bro, come on, bro. Can we use a different can, bro? Like, come on, gang. Like, come on, bro. This is bad looks, bro. It's bad looks.
And the other is not.
Dumbass nigga, coffee has caffeine. That's what I'm saying. I would have to drink caffeine somehow, and the only way I'd get it would be through coffee.
As it looks like Logan Paul is marketing both the hydration and energy drinks to kids.
Now, if you take Prime, we're talking about a drink that has over 200 milligrams of caffeine. My records going back to the archive suggest that the caffeine content going into the early 1900s of Coca-Cola was somewhere around 76 milligrams. So
I'm not a fiend.
Concentration, but still nothing like Prime, which is pretty high.
But in response to Senator Schumer's public statement, Prime, the company, stated how the energy drink complied with the FDA, but most notably, they said it is an energy drink and is not made for anyone under the age of 18. Look at these children in various clips buying the drink that they viewed as a status symbol, courtesy of successful marketing by Logan Paul and KSI. A Financial Times article mentioned that a London teacher's story of how her students who had Prime bottles, even filled with water, were being catapulted to higher status among their peers. And according to...
That's crazy, because that also happened in that South Park episode, bro. The kids, but they called it cred, and you know, because it was like a play on words, because it was like, the more cred they had, like the more cred drinks they had, it was like the higher credibility. Like, it was, oh my god. It's crazy, because this is all happening in real life, and I didn't even know it, bro. That's wild, bro. Under the age of 18, glad I'm 20. JJ like 30, so he's good. I'm not 30. Why do y'all think that I'm 30? Oh, nah, I might be cooked. I think, like, I mean, shit. I know niggas that was drinking caffeine and coffee and all sort of energy drinks and shit when they were in, like, high school. So, like, I don't think you're down bad. I just think you probably have to be a little bit more healthy to be drinking shit like that, though. Like, if you're not working out and shit, and you just drink caffeine for no reason, just to be up late at night playing video games, then, like, yeah, you're probably cooked. But, like, if you're working out and shit, and you're, like, your heart is, like, actually working, then I think, like, I don't think it's that bad for you then. To be honest, me personally, I don't think it's that bad. But
before,
I'm just a little biased because I didn't start drinking. I didn't even touch an energy drink until I went to college. So yeah, I think I was like 18, 19 when I first drank my very first energy drink, which was a Bang, by the way. 300 milligrams of caffeine. I started off heavy. And then from there, like, I just, you know what I'm saying?
An influencer agency, Logan Paul and KSI's audience on social media are primarily 24 years or younger.
Fair.
Regardless of whether or not Prime energy drinks specifically are made for anyone under the age of 18, critics say that it is certainly being marketed towards them. In response to the identical marketing claims, Logan Paul said this on Fox Business.
One is in a can and says energy drink on it. The other's in a bottle and says hydration drink on it. One is 18 plus, the other is suitable for all ages, and we believe we've done as good of a job as we possibly can differentiating our products.
If this does get a Senate hearing that
fair.
does spur
That
more
is fair.
troubles for Logan Paul and KSI's company Prime, this will inevitably damage the credibility of YouTubers. But this wouldn't be the first time a hearing was conducted on top energy drink executives. In 2013, the Senate conducted investigations on Rockstar, Monster, and Red Bull, the top energy drink officials.
I only drink Red Bull with alcohol. Monster is like, I only have the Monster juice, right? I don't drink regular Monster. I'm not like afraid of it, but I'm just like, I just don't. Rockstars are surprisingly pretty good. I've had two different ones. I've had the fruit punch one, and I've had, I forgot what the other flavor was. I know what the can looks like though. I would have to like see it though, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I had that one. But Rockstar's surprisingly good, but like Monster is like undoubtedly like. Monster is that nigga when it comes to fucking energy drinks. Like, bro, I would have to recommend drinking Monster as your first energy drink. That shit is fucking great, dude. Monster tastes good. The juice ones, though, I can't speak for this one. Or a lot of people like the white Monster, too.
Although they didn't have the same marketing ties to the youth as Prime does now.
I first came across Prime,
softcore
not the caffeinated drink, but the sports drink. Yeah, the sports drink.
Who the fuck
through
is
my
that
son,
nigga?
who like just fell in love with it. He was like, oh, I had it at a soccer game and all I want is Prime. So clearly there's a younger generation.
Fuck wrong with that nigga? Nigga said I had a soccer game and all I want is Prime. Nigga, take this damn water bottle. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga?
That's kind of primed for Prime. And if you're not being cautious, especially as a young person, it can have effects on your body that, you know, may be unwanted.
Another lawsuit, a class action lawsuit filed in August of 2023, claimed that Prime had used PFAs, which are dubbed forever chemicals, because these chemicals can last thousands of years. PFAs are a class of chemicals used to make products grease-proof, waterproof, etc.
Yeah, and that's just in the actual bottle itself, though. And every bottle company, or every company that has their bottles, all use that same thing. I'm pretty sure that's what Logan had said, whenever he had debunked this one.
Oddly enough, one of PFA's primary uses are in umbrellas. Side effects can include cancer and other health problems. So what's it doing in Prime? And more specifically, in its grape flavor, as the lawsuit alleges? Well, Logan Paul, to his credit, did debunk this, stating the parameters for which the PFA study was conducted within, and that the issue is not within the drink itself, but with the manufactured bottle that other notable beverage companies such as Coca-Cola use. But it's not the only odd ingredient people are pointing out.
What?
A quick look at the ingredients shows that there are lots of vitamins, although the critics say that it's not the right quantity of the proper vitamins in a sports drink. But the weirdest part is that the drink contains potassium, a lot of it from the coconut water the drink uses, ironically voted on this nutrition facts label. Prime has very little sodium, which for rehydration needs a lot of. Instead, it has lots of potassium, way more than usual for a sports drink to make up for. Saying that Prime is on a decline isn't just a vibes-based analysis, but there is numerical data to back that claim up. In the first quarter of 2024, Prime sales was half of what it was last year. But still, Prime has some attention, though significantly less than before. There are still listed bottles on eBay for hundreds of dollars, but does it mean anything if those on the more expensive side aren't being sold? And so, the interesting question is, are there any people still buying them as collectibles? The description of one of the listings interestingly stated, I used to be a Prime collector, and I've come to realize that I don't need them sitting on my shelf. Behind Prime, this statement sums up the early
A Prime collector is a crazy thing to call yourself, bro.
Success of the drink the best. Paul is way more appealing to a 13-year-old than a juice box. This is just another instance of YouTubers branching out from YouTube to create businesses, like how Mr. Beast created Feastables off of his brand. But for Logan Paul, of course not done as cleanly.
Is some increased scrutiny warranted? I think so, right? Because of this.
I think as soon as people start selling Prime in restaurants, it's GG's. Prime is, like, you're good now. Because they sell Gatorade in restaurants. They sell Powerade in restaurants. When they start offering Prime as an option, and you can, like, go up to a machine and get some Prime in your cup. I mean, at that point, like, you've made it, bro. Like,
there's a lot of caffeine in this.
I still see Prime everywhere,
on a regular basis. You should know that.
But who knows how these legal issues and criticisms in the courtroom plaguing Prime will play out. The results of these legal matters will impact the seriousness and perception of YouTubers to the outside world.
Not to be prudish about this, to say, you know, no one should drink coffee or tea. That's, of course, absurd. But to think about where this product fits, you know, in the spectrum of caffeinated beverages.
Right.
Regardless of too much caffeine in energy drinks and questionable chemicals, as well as accusations of no hydration value in the regular,
what was that?
For Logan Paul and KSI, Prime has still been a net positive for them. But it's up to their consumer base, the kids that have consumed their drink, to determine the future of Prime.
Let me just add this one thing. So in the 1990s, and I think, or maybe it's late 1980s, I can't remember, there was a drink called Jolt that came out. And I remember being, you know, told as a kid, like, this is the cool drink because it has increased caffeine. Now, I went back and looked at it. I think it's...
Inspired? Wait, what? All the sugar and twice the caffeine. Jesus. Nah, this was probably like fucking cocaine back in the day. Oh my god.
It's like, it was like 76 milligrams of caffeine. Nothing compared to what we're talking about with Prime. But, you know, I think...
Okay, but you're talking about an energy drink, though. Like, it's 200 milligrams. Monster has 200 milligrams. Bang has 300 milligrams. And they're recommending that to people who are fit and shit. So it's like, what are we talking about here? Like,
we should be wary of drinks that try and pitch their caffeine content as, like, you know, this cool thing. Because I remember that. And Jolt was like, you know, the symbol was a lightning bolt on it. And we all thought, oh, it was so cool. And we knew that it had more caffeine. And it felt kind of like we were, you know, doing something cool. Again, I would encourage anyone, I'm not a medical scientist, but just to go out there and kind of make yourself aware of some of the adverse effects of too much caffeine consumption. You know, I think we should be watchful, especially for our young people.
I know niggas that be drinking 2 energy drinks a day, and they can't even function if they don't have, like, 2 energy drinks a day. I can go multiple days without energy drinks. I just gotta drink water. Like, literally, I can live off of just straight water, bro. Like, I'm good. It's just, I would prefer to have the energy from the energy drink. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because then when I drink the energy drink, I can eat as much as I want to and I won't get tired. Because if I eat too good, like, I'll start getting tired, I'll start getting sleepy and shit, and I'm all fucked up after that. I'm as good as a wet paper fucking bag, nigga.
Who, like myself, were attracted to things like Jolt when I was younger because of the branding.
Do you still find tons of Prime drinks stocked at your local store? I'm curious, so please let me know in the comments below.
You said do I still buy them? Nah, I don't be buying them shits. I see them shits though. That shit everywhere, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Made an editing mistake having put the Prime hydration drink to be labeled caffeinated when it's the energy drink on the right instead. Oh, we know what you meant, gang. Prime is mid, Gatorade's better. That's a fact. Yeah, I see Prime selling for $1 at Dollar Tree type shit. Dollar Tree ain't even no dollar no more, gang. That should be like $1.25. Some of them shits be like $2. I'll be like, damn, nigga, what the fuck?